we're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're brothers. Give me a high five.
You're brothers?
No. Yes!
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers. Just like that.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us.
Look at that sweet dog. Yeah. Give it that D. He's so fun. He is so fun.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
The end is near.
I hope they remember you.
Oh, gotta be right. I cannot fucking wait. Yeah, so godly. What's up, everybody? You're watching the Kyle and Craig Show.
My name is Kyle.
My name is Craig. And we just got done watching the newest trailer for Marvel's The Avengers Infinity Wars. And holy fucking shit.
It is so godly.
It is so godly.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I've ever seen.
It's the best trailer ever made.
Like,
hands down.
That trailer, better than Justice League entirely?
Yeah. That one trailer alone is better than the whole Justice League movie. 100%. So fucking good.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
But some of the highlights of it, right? Just real quick. And I want to ask you a question, actually. Now, the highlights are Captain America Badass?
Yeah.
He's back in Badass? What do they call him?
Nomad.
Nomad.
Yeah.
So he's the Nomad.
Yeah.
And he's a god.
He looks like a god, dude. His beard is so godly. It is insane.
The power is in the beard?
I think
Do we have a White Goodman, it's got to be the hair cotton situation?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
His beard looks so godly, dude. He just looks so fucking amazing.
So
I cannot wait for him to like give orders to everybody. Like you know how there's always that scene in one of the movies where it's like,
I need two men on that floor.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be so fucking godly. It's gonna be insane.
Cap
When
being
like,
Cap again.
like for like Black Panther to be like, all right, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? For like Doctor Strange, you're like, what's the plan? Like, it's insane. And it seems like there's gonna be two different like not factions. This isn't Civil War.
Stories happening. So we have like
I mean, the Wakanda.
Yeah.
And then the other
whatever's
shit.
happening in New York. So like there's like you could see Scarlett Johansson. What's her name? Black Widow. Black Panther. The Winter Soldier.
Hulk's in the back of the thing.
The Hulk is in the back of the thing, and what's his name? Rhodey.
Yeah, Rhodey.
He's over there too. Is in Wakanda, and then obviously Cap, and then the scenes we see in New York has the Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Bruce is with them actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Spider-Man and shit is all part of like whatever's happening in New York. But honestly, apart from like joking that Cap is a god, what is with? I think he just the focal point of this storyline of everything.
I don't think so.
Like I feel like he is, man. Like
I think it's gonna be Thor. I literally
forward?
read something today. No, this movie. One of the Russo brothers said that the two people with the most screen time is Thanos and Thor.
Really?
Yep, that's what he said. I don't know how. You can't tell that from the trailer, but
no, you can't. Not with shit. It seems like Cap is the fucking focal point.
Yeah,
you know,
and
Cap's
freaking awesome.
Like, all right, so Iron Man was definitely phase 1, right?
Yeah.
And then phase 2, I'd say would be Cap.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And then maybe phase 3.
Because after Avengers came out, Infinity War Winter Soldier was like the best movie they had made up to that point.
Yeah. So after Avengers, so like Iron Man was Iron Man 1, 2, 3, and Avengers. You know, he ran that. That's all phase 1. And then phase 2 is starting with, or I guess phase 2 starts with Iron Man 3.
I think I can't remember correctly.
Or the Winter Soldier. But anyways, phase 2 is definitely all Cap because like in like the Age of Ultron trailer. Remember, like, he's the one, like, they show how powerful he is when he almost lifts Thor's hammer. And then here at the end, like, Thanos is throwing that punch at him, and then Cap is stopping
he's just so
happening. You know what I'm saying? But they make a point to show you how badass he is and how badass he can be.
Yeah.
But if they do a whole little switcheroo and make So Thor, and from what we've read too, Thor is supposed to be the fucking focal point of Phase 3. Right?
Yeah, or Phase 4.
Phase
are we
4.
not?
Shit,
What phase
Phase
are we
4.
on now?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many phases.
Yeah, Phase 4. Because Phase 3 is what we just got through.
Yeah, we just got through that. So, I wanted to say something. I can't remember what it was. It was just so godly. I don't know. The trailer's just godly, so I'm trying to like rewatch it on my phone real quick so I can remember vocal points. They're talking about Thanos, and then they show Thanos getting the
mind or the
Mind Stone.
No, it's the stone from the Tesseract, that blue one.
Yeah.
So that's the space stone.
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
is the stone, the Infinity Stone that allows you to travel from one side of the universe to the other. Which is just godly, and the whole concept of the Infinity Gauntlet and all that shit is godly. And you guys, if you're fans of the show, you saw us talk about when we finally saw Thor Ragnarok a couple of weeks ago and how awesome that is. But like this, the best thing about it all, man, is that it's just been building to this.
Yeah.
And that's what that trailer made me feel like.
Yeah.
Everything
the whole
that
story,
you've seen,
yes, dude. Every movie is like put into place,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's just all culminating to this movie. It's just so good. So he's got the purple stone that he took from
which is the power
Nova
gem.
Corp.
Yeah, that he got from.
So, not in the movie anywhere, but somewhere in the timeline, he went to the Nova Corps, took back the purple ring. Because remember at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, they give it to the Nova Corps.
Yeah, they give it to the Nova Corps. He got it from them off screen somewhere, and then he gets the space stone from Loki.
Yeah,
so that's 2, and then we know Vision has the Mind Stone, and we know Doctor Strange has the
Time Stone.
Yeah, the Time Stone. I think it's called the Time Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2 left.
The Reality Stone, which is the Ether. Yeah.
Which
and
what's
then,
his name has? The Collector has that.
Yes, that's the red one from Thor 2.
Yeah.
Right, and then
Thor
the last
Dark World.
one is
the Soul Stone that we have not seen yet anywhere in any movie.
And they said that was supposed to be in Black Panther. But
I think
not.
Black Panther has it, or he's supposed to have it, something like
I
that.
don't
That's
know.
what I saw. I was watching like an Easter egg video online, and it's like, oh, the Soul Stone, we haven't seen it yet. Cap goes to, Wakanda, and then the dude on the video said Black Panther has the Soul Stone, but we just haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also saw something today that like showed 2 pictures of Cap and Iron Man that says like, if Jane can harness the ether, and the stone is technically engulfed in her body, then why can't the Soul Stone be in somebody? You know what I'm saying? So kind of like hinting at like Cap is a god, right? Mm-hmm. He's just like humanitarian god. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like nothing equates him better than like the word soul. You know what I'm saying? Like his soul is like above everybody else's. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like what if the Soul Stone is already in him? You know what I'm saying? And that's just what makes him so godly. And then they mentioned Iron Man too, but it was just like a theory. Like it was the theory that said, if Jane can harness this stone and it's in her body, it's not like a physical stone, then who's to say that the Soul Stone isn't in somebody else? Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that could be why. And then I read something else about it might be the internal flame from Thor Ragnarok, because like the color is orange. The color of the stone is supposed to be orange, according to like comic book lore and shit. And then obviously fire orange, and in that movie they used the eternal flame to bring back whoever the fuck that big fiery dude at the end of Thor Ragnarok was from the dead to ensue Ragnarok, right? Yeah. So they're saying that might be
okay. That makes sense.
Either that or something hidden.
Then he destroyed the planet. So where did the stone go? Traveling around in space.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but that's probably going to be the whole point of the fucking movie. Is like we know where the 4 of the 5 stones are, right? There's 5 stones.
Yeah, there's 5. We know where 4
of them are. So be finding that, and then other highlights of the fucking trailer.
So there's a scene of the Guardians of the Galaxy coming off a ship, and it looks like they're kind of like in like a warehouse type, not warehouse, but it's in space, but like a warehouse space station type of thing. Yeah. But they got like these motor vehicles, and it said that they match the exact same ones that were on the Collector's planet in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh. So that might be them going back to that planet to get the stone. Oh. To retrieve it before Thanos gets it.
But Thanos already has it.
No, not yet.
Oh, he has the Power Stone, right?
Yeah,
right.
He's got the Power Stone.
The reality, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that now? Is Thor with them? Right. That's what we're led to believe.
It's hard to tell from the trailers whether he shows up later, whether he shows up at the beginning.
Because it's that scene where he's like flying through space, and then smacks on the windshield.
Yeah, and he's like, "Who the hell are you guys?" Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't know what Thor's doing. He's doing his own thing. He's definitely creating a I think he's creating a secondary. What's that thing that got destroyed?
Asgard.
No, not Asgard. The thing that sent them through the portals.
what's that called? The fucking
So embarrassing.
trash. Kind of weird trash. The fucking Rainbow Road thing.
Yeah, the Rainbow Road thing.
Right? The thing that
Yeah,
leads
the
on the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Road
Road. I'm gonna try and think of it before you Google it. It's fucking Heimel and the time
Bifrost.
Fuck. The what?
So
Bifrost.
Bifrost, yeah.
Bifrost.
So
yeah,
when
yeah.
he's in the trailer, when he's pulling those two things,
Mhm.
you remember
Yeah.
that circular thing is hinted at that's gonna be a new Bifrost. So he's obviously trying to like to shoot somebody through space and time.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's powering it up using his electricity. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is just so godly.
Yeah.
Thor is the fucking shit, dude. He's like, yeah. I mean, if anybody.
Thor Ragnarok really stepped him up. He's always been cool as hell.
No, the first fucking movie was trash, man. Like,
yeah.
The first Thor movie was trash. The second one was better because he got better after Avengers or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that movie, Thor Ragnarok was like.
He was good in Ultron too.
Yeah,
like he's just progressively gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hemsworth as making that. You can't do it in one movie. Even the legend Hugh Jackman said like. Logan, the final time he played it, the 14th time he finally played Logan was like the Wolverine was like the one time he got it right. Like this is the Logan I've always wanted to do. Even though he said the same thing about Wolverine the movie, but that movie turned out to be trash.
I actually like that movie a lot.
Yeah, so do I. But so now that's the same thing that Chris Hemsworth is saying about Thor Ragnarok. That he's finally playing the character he wants to play, and he's just so powerful now that like, I just want them all to like live up to like. What they're supposed to be.
What they're supposed to be. So
they always have, but they've always held themselves back. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all good people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Thor isn't gonna kill Loki because it's his brother.
Yeah.
Captain America is not gonna kick shit out of Iron Man because they're friends. You know what I'm saying?
And Iron
they're
Man's...
fighting these disposable armies, so it's not like they ever have to unleash this ultimate like, power. They're just whooping some people's asses.
Yeah.
They don't even destroy Ultron. Vision does that, robot to robot. They don't destroy Loki in the first one, Avengers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they like capture him.
All the people they ever face who are like enemies are always like caught.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Never murder.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, what are you
but
gonna
now
catch
it's like
Thanos? Like, no, somebody's got to kill him.
Exactly. But now like the world's on the line, and so I want to see like Thor. Obviously, he has a deeper role in this than fighting. I don't even know if he's gonna do a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
He has a deeper role connected to like getting all the things in motion to get them to like Titan, which is Thanos' home world.
Yeah.
And so
now, what I just thought of in my head, like it's just so godly. These movies are.
I literally hate talking about these things because I can't say anything else but godly. Like I want to break it down, like real articulate for the fans and shit, and to like give our point of view on the whole trailer. But it's just so godly. But like
so after the Avengers 1, right? Quick storyline for anybody who doesn't fucking know, right? The Avengers 1 happens, which is where Loki opens a portal from the other side of space, opens up over the city of New York. All these aliens come in and invade and fuck shit up, right? End of movie. They stop Loki, they send him away, they send the Tesseract away, so that portal is closed. Shit. Now, in Iron Man 3, which was the next movie following that, Tony has horrible anxiety and horrible, like, just fears, and he can't sleep at night and shit like that because he's just dreading the day when something like that happens again and that portal opens again. Now in Avengers 2, he goes,
it's that dream.
He keeps pointing up, right? He's like, guys, this is it. This is the end game. Like, what are we waiting for? Like, this is like he wants to build a
pseudo armor around
the world for when that shit hits the fan again, right?
And it does.
Now here we are, and like the pseudo armor isn't there, and shit hits the fan, and now the portals are opened again, and people are coming to fuck Earth up.
Yeah.
So like,
just full circle.
I think full circle. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's been talking about since Avengers 1. Like I want to be ready for this shit. Like that was the whole point of the Avengers, was like we need to be ready for when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Shit hit the fan the first time, they kind of got lucky and like got away with it. Second time
it was closer.
Yeah, it was closer, and then like now here we are. Somebody's for sure gonna die.
Yeah.
I say, Cap.
Nah, I don't think so. I was reading an article where like they were saying that like, there's just no way they kill off the 6 original.
So what do you think? Like
it's got to be like a Vision,
Scarlet Witch,
Vision, or a Hawkeye if he's even in this freaking movie.
Yeah, and he's not even in.
I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know if he's in this movie or Ant-Man, but they're not coming off Ant-Man because Ant-Man's got movies to come, and he's gonna be a big part of the next phase.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not Hawkeye. That'd be so sad. That'd be so sad.
And his wife and his kids and shit. The only
Maybe
one that
Vision.
we've seen with a family. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They would just kill off that guy.
That's
like
tear jerking, man.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Maybe Rhodey for good.
And also, is Nick Fury not making a fucking appearance back in this thing?
I don't think so.
He had a 13 movie deal. I'd have to see how many movies he was in.
A lot of them. He's almost in all of them, man.
Yeah.
Takes 2 seconds.
He hasn't
to be
been
in one
in the
movie.
last fucking few though, man.
He was in Ultron.
For like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like in 2013.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was a fucking while ago, man. He hasn't been in shit since. He wasn't in Civil War. He wasn't in any of the Guardians of the Galaxies or the Ant-Man or the Doctor Strange or Spider-Man or Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, he hasn't been in shit in a while.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. We'll see.
I
saw this poster today where it was like, it was Hawkeye hugging. So you know, it's just like the traditional poster where everything's in the center.
Yeah.
It was Hawkeye hugging Ant-Man, and then Nick Fury was underneath them standing there, and it was like, "What about us?" or something like that. Yeah, it was just so funny.
That is funny.
Another good part of the trailer is it looks to be like they're on Titan. Is that exchange between Star-Lord and Iron Man, where Star-Lord is like,
fiery world,
"I like your plan, but it sucks. How about you let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good." Yeah. And then Spider-Man's looking around like, what? And then the other guy's standing there from Guardians of the Galaxy. Batista.
Yeah,
what's his name?
I don't know what the fuck his name is. Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah, Drax the Destroyer. And then Iron Man. And Iron Man's like, wow. And it's just that, like, those are the two witty guys. You know what I'm saying? The quick-worded, like, snappy, and Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And so there's just so many different characters.
So many different chemistry roles we can play off.
Yeah, I know. It's just so godly, dude. And then just, like, I really like the Black Panther and Cap dynamic
because
they're
these two soldiers,
morally
and
standard guys. Like, and you saw that growth of Black Panther. He was young, he was upset that his father died, he was ready to kill somebody, and then his story arc came and went. And at the end of the movie, he's like, you know, you're living off vengeance, they're living off vengeance. Like, I'm not gonna let it consume me. Yeah. And then like that's a story arc. That's change. We haven't seen Black Panther yet, but we need to go.
Yeah, weird.
I heard it's godly.
Yeah, so then we have, I think the dynamic between Black Panther and Cap are definitely gonna be fucking game changing. And Winter Soldier, just the three of them just being badasses. And then I like the thought of Iron Man and Doctor Strange, you know, where it's these two geniuses who are both part of the Illuminati, which I hope they touch on either in this one or if not the next,
or if it becomes something at all. Because Cap's in there too.
Yeah. In what, the Illuminati?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's Cap, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic.
I think one other person.
Yeah, someone else. But yeah, Squadron. And then you can't forget, man, they bought Fox, man. So, you know, come next movie, we're looking at X-Men and fucking Deadpool and Fantastic
We'll see what they do
Four
for the next Infinity War movie.
All mixed up, dude. Yeah. Now, is the next movie supposed to be a sequel?
It was supposed to be. The original plan was Infinity War Part 1 and then Part 2. And then the Russo brothers came out and said they're two separate movies. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if the next movie is still called Infinity War. I don't know if this story is going to begin and finish with this movie.
Because what else are you going to do?
Well, just split it up into two movies, but then it is Part 1 and 2.
I know, but I'm saying, like, so if this was one complete movie, like, what the fuck else are you going to do?
I don't know.
As far as bads go.
Well, you got like Galactica.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, you do again now.
Whole world.
Now you own Fox again, so you get Galactica.
Yeah, exactly. So you get like a lot of
anything.
Yeah, you could do Doctor Doom, right? You could do a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, the solo movies are not going to have world-ending stipulations. You know what I'm saying?
But
it's all going to have to build up to that.
Avengers, like if they killed Thanos at the end of this one, what could possibly be next? But I guess Galactica or some shit.
That would be fucking badass.
Yeah, but anyways, that movie's game changing.
Yeah, so back to the trailer. What do I want to say? So you see Bruce Banner in a couple shots. The only shot you really see the Hulk in is that ending one where they're running out of the forest.
Yeah.
But I saw a theory in a video that I was watching that this is where it kind of like I can't really tell if it's true or not, or obviously it's just a rumor or a thought.
Yeah.
So they're having that fight on Wakanda where it's all the Wakandans and you know Cap, Black Panther, Falcon, Hulk, whatever. They're all running out, and they face the army of Thanos, and I can't remember what they're called. They're mutated something.
Yeah.
But you see Hulk running. But you don't see the Hulkbuster. But the rumor is that Bruce Banner doesn't want to become the Hulk because he was Hulk for like 2 years, and he doesn't want to lose it again.
Yeah.
So in that scene where the Hulkbuster stands up, it's actually Bruce Banner in there.
So that he can help out.
Yeah, so he can actually fight, you know? So they're running, and then he gets tackled by a bunch. There's a scene in there where
and then he gets jumped by all those like alienites,
and then he hulks out because that's actually in the comics. In the comics,
really?
He's in the Hulkbuster and he gets attacked, and then he hulks out and rips through the Hulkbuster. Yeah, but the only reason why that doesn't make sense is because he's hulking out in the middle of the fight. But in that scene, they're running out of the forest as the Hulk.
Well, I mean,
you understand what I'm
saying?
saying?
He can Hulk out in the middle of a fight, and then that could happen later on.
Yeah,
I mean,
it might.
Different parts of the scene.
Yeah, it's just
that could
doesn't
be
make
them running
sense that
away
like
after the
they're
battle
running
is
towards
won.
each other, fight, and then another scene in the movie where they run and fight again. Like, it's just weird.
First of all, if the movie's not
and it's
3.5 hours long,
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna fucking kill.
I was literally gonna tell it.
If the movie's not 3.5 hours long, I'm gonna fucking be so disappointed. If it's not 2 parts, it's either one or the other. You either make it 2 parts, so I get 4 hours of this goodness, or make it 3.5 hours long, and I will sit my ass on that fucking
2 hours
chair.
and 36 minutes.
Good enough. That's what I'm talking about. Because it better be an hour and a half of build up, and then 1 hour of nothing but fighting.
I guess their pre-sales are like the biggest of all time for the movie.
Obviously, we need to buy that yesterday. By the way,
all those tickets, yeah,
dude, 100%. Obviously, I'm not playing that shit.
Make sure I want good seats.
Fuck good seats. I don't give a shit. I'll sit in the back. I'll stand. I don't give a damn.
I'm so dumb.
I'm just trying to go see that fucking movie. But I'm pretty fucking hyped for it. Obviously, it's gonna be the best Avengers movie, best Marvel movie yet. I'm excited, and then I'm excited to see the growth of Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. That's another big thing.
Another good scene
fan
from the movie.
of Spider-Man: Homecoming. You didn't like it as much, right?
I don't know. What do you mean?
It?
I
Okay,
love Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, but a huge fan of Spider-Man: Homecoming. A big fan of this Peter Parker. Really hope they find a way to keep him and have him stick around. I know that there's talks of like after Spider-Man: Homecoming 2, he's supposed to that's the end of that contract. Yeah. So then the rights of Spider-Man go back.
Or after Infinity War, I think. I don't know, one or the other.
I heard he's supposed to get a second solo movie.
Yeah, he is going to get a second solo movie. I just can't tell if it's going to be Sony or Marvel.
Oh, okay.
But
as long as they keep the storyline going, I don't know.
Yeah,
for sure,
the same storyline, nothing changes.
Just bring it all into one fucking universe and pay Sony everything they ask for.
For real. Give them half or whatever the hell you guys make.
Yeah.
Are you moving the table while you're holding it? I cannot tell. I just might have been a mind trick, but.
But here's a question for you. How long do these last, man?
How long do what last?
How long until they're done fucking making movies?
Never.
Like
There's
literally
so much money.
never. Right?
Yeah, literally never.
Isn't that weird though?
Why?
Because I mean, like not to quote Childish Gambino, but things. I don't know the quote, but he talks about like things are supposed to end. Even Christian Bale said that at the end of the Dark Knight trilogy. It's like this is the true completion. Like there's supposed to be an end to a story. Stories can't go on
not
forever.
so when you have comic books have been going on since the 1920s, man.
I suppose, but
you can literally do an infinite amount of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like it doesn't have to be a continuity thing. Like 2 years from now, like if this Venom movie isn't inside of the Sonyverse, which I think it is, so that doesn't matter. But let's just say someone wanted to make a standalone Venom movie, then they could. Yeah. There's millions of stories that you can take from, and you can make original movies. I don't know. It's just the way the trends go. This has been building. First Iron Man movie came out 10 years ago, 2008. And then the Spider-Man movies, which really kicked this whole thing off, or you can even equate it to the first X-Men movie, were a couple years before that. And then Iron Man started off the MCU's thing, but I don't know.
I guess you're right.
Everybody's trying to do this. This is a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's the day of the nerds, man. So, like, they're going to buy whatever you give them.
We run shit.
Yeah, exactly. Another dope-ass fucking part of the movie trailer was our first look at the Black Order, which is Thanos's his version of like the Four Horsemen for Apocalypse, and it's got Thanos is obviously part of it. Ebony Maw, which is the guy that you saw, who had Doctor Strange trapped in those things where his spikes were like pushing his face.
Oh yeah, what the hell is that?
I don't know what it is, but he's like super smart. Like his mind powers.
He looks just like
Voldemort.
No, dude from Star Wars.
Who? Snoke?
Yeah, he looks
a little
just
bit.
like Snoke.
Nah, he looks a lot more like Voldemort. His mind powers are almost as good of that as Doctor Strange. So in the comic books, they always meet up in the comic books. Yeah. Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, and Black Dwarf.
Of course, they have the coolest fucking names.
Yeah,
I've ever
they
heard
do.
In my life.
Bunch
Corvus
of
Glaive.
Yeah.
And Proxima Midnight.
Yeah. Sounds amazing.
No way in hell that's their birth names, obviously.
Obviously not, but it's gonna be fucking godly. So they're in there.
You in the shower when you come up with Corvius Glaive?
I don't know how the fuck they do that.
Yeah, anyways, you were saying. So they're in there.
No, they're in there. That's amazing. I'm just trying to like trying to think of the rest of the badass parts.
Mm-hmm.
That meetup between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange is awesome.
Spider-Man's suit, that Iron Spider, like we see that he's rocking that throughout most of the trailer.
Yeah. So godly. I think it's in the whole trailer, man. Every scene that you see him in, he's in that thing. You only see the details of the armor at the end, though.
Yeah, but like there's parts where he's swinging around.
Oh yeah, well he's got his mask on.
Yeah,
that's that one part.
But yeah, so he eventually.
And then all the three main guys all meet up with Thanos. You know, Thanos is talking and he's like, "I wonder if they'll remember you. Or I hope they remember you." When he looks like he's obviously beating the living shit out of Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
And then he's got, when Loki gives him the Tesseract, he's obviously got Thor by the head.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the trailer, we see Cap
and him in a struggle.
Yeah, dude. And Cap's holding his glove and he's like, It's just so godly, dude. It's just like
who's he saying that to? I hope they remember you.
Oh yeah, because you can never tell, but I think it's Iron Man. I'm pretty sure it's Iron Man.
Do you think he's gonna die? But you said you don't think any one of the 6 is supposed to die.
No, I don't think so. I mean, Iron Man makes sense
because their contracts are up, man. Like reality sets in.
Not Thor. Thor says he has more movies coming.
Thor is supposed to be doing more, but Cap and Iron Man.
I thought Cap had 2 more. No, so I'm thinking the second Infinity War.
Cap either had a 5-movie or 6-movie deal. So that's the 6. Okay, that makes sense. See, the 3 Captain America movies, and he's in all 3 Avengers. That was it. And Chris Evans is super into like directing and doing other things. And
yeah, he said he wasn't gonna do it, but then a couple months later, he said like, if they want me, I'm here for the long haul. So we'll see how this goes. It all depends on this movie, man. If he dies in this movie, then obviously it's over.
Obviously,
I just don't see them having him do that. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
I saw this picture today, and again, like comics. We don't know like all the little tidbits about comics. Mm-hmm. So it's like a picture of Captain America. It's like Captain America went rogue without the star. Now he is Nomad, and it's like White Wolf. Winter Soldier, without his Russian arm and his mind being all messed up, is the White Wolf. So I wonder if they're gonna like hint at that, calling him the White Wolf in this movie, because his sleeve looks so godly, dude. You saw it, right? Yeah. How blue it looks instead of like the silver.
Because I think it's made with
Well, so was the first one.
The vibranium.
Yep.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's why he can catch the shield. That's why he punches the shield.
You're right. Yeah.
But it's just a different kind. It looks cooler now.
And then I think again, if going off of that. Again, Hawkeye, he has that name he has like a separate name.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's like Nomad, and then there's the White Wolf.
Yeah.
And then Hawkeye has this separate identity, and that's why they think they haven't like brought him up yet in the trailers, because he's supposed to be playing some other character, and it's like Oculus or some shit like that. Some other separate name. You don't gotta look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
But he's supposed to be playing this other character where it's like a more badass version of himself. Basically.
Ronin. Ronin. That it is.
Yeah.
Look at what this fucking guy looks like.
Does he
kind of looks like Black Panther, dude.
Black Panther.
Like, he looks fucking godly as shit.
Is he Killmonger?
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah.
Looks like a ninja. He's got nunchucks, and he's got a fucking looks like a katana, not a katana sword. I don't know what kind of sword it is. Some sort of ninja sword, but he looks like a fucking god. I don't see a fucking bow and arrow anywhere.
Now the thing about these guys and like the rebranding of them, like I don't know if anything chemically changes inside of their bodies. You know what I'm saying?
He's always been tweaked. He's always been like
what?
Him, like he never misses. Like he literally can't miss.
Shit, yeah.
He's some sort of. He's not fucking Iron Man. He's not Cap.
No.
But he's in his hands in somehow.
He's a skilled soldier. All I'm saying is like the difference between Hawkeye and Ronin. Like a rebranding can do a lot for your fucking attitude and a lot for your ego. You know what I'm saying? Like Cap becoming Nomad is just makes him feel like a god.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Ronin is an alias used by multiple characters in the Marvel Comics universe. The Ronin identity was created by yada yada, though the character who has adapted the identity was pre-existing characters created by other writers. Characters: Maya Lopez, who's Echo; Clint Barton, who's Hawkeye; Alexei Shostakov, Red Guardian; Eric Brooks,
who the fuck is that?
Blade.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I'm surprised they haven't brought
the name
Blade
Ronin refers to the Japanese term for masterless samurai, a lone warrior.
Well, that's badass.
Sounds so like badass. Thing ever. So fucking badass. So we'll see if he's gonna be in this fucking movie.
Yeah, I think him and Ant-Man are gonna be the big Easter eggs, like what ifs, you know, if they show up or if they don't show up. And obviously we have Ant-Man and the Wasp coming up next summer, or is that this year? Ant-Man and the Wasp this year?
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah. So we got that Ant-Man movie coming out, which also looks pretty fucking godly. Any other thoughts on the trailer? What are you looking up?
I'm trying to see if Ant-Man. Hawkeye, Ant-Man, and every Avengers Infinity character not in the trailer. I don't know. I think they'll be in the movie. There's no way they're not in the fucking movie.
They've been at the filming, but the thing is too. So we know that there's pictures of them on set. You know, we've seen them there. Paul Rudd and
that chick.
Yeah, like all of them.
I'm trying to find the
they're
release
all on
date.
set.
Release date is July 6th for Ant-Man and Wasp.
Okay, cool.
So 2 months after, 3 months after Infinity War.
But what I was going to say was like, we know that they were there at the filming.
Yeah.
But they recorded both Avengers movies at the exact same time.
What do you mean?
So like, kind of like when they made like the Matrix 2 and the Matrix 3.
So they already have the second Infinity War movie.
Yeah, it's done.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not heard that at all.
Yeah, man, you didn't hear that?
Nope.
They shot it all at once. They shot one after the other.
Well, so then they got to be together. Thanos is not dead in the first movie. Then what are they doing for an entire second Infinity War movie? If they kill Thanos in the first one, that was our exact conversation we had 5 minutes ago.
No, they're all going to be together in this next Avengers movie, obviously. Then have to be Infinity Wars for everybody to.
Well, yeah, I know, but it makes sense. That's a huge deal. Like, comic books are. We know who these people are going to be. If there's another huge bad for the second Infinity War, whether it's Galactica or not, we would know that by now.
No, not necessarily. If Galactica is all CGI and no nose, no info.
Somebody's got to say a voice.
But anyways, so we know that we know that they filmed them both at the same time. Because what's her name?
Meaning, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. What?
When you say you're gay, you mean I love men.
Yes, so dumb.
Meaning.
Yes, so dumb.
Just kidding. No, but what the fuck is her name? Zoe Saldana. She was getting interviewed at like a Comic-Con or something like that, and they asked her a question. They're like, "Oh, you guys done filming yet?" She's like, "Well, we just wrapped Infinity Wars, and we're just getting started on Gauntlet." And that was like a slip that she made.
Infinity War, Infinity
She's
Gauntlet.
like, "We just finished Infinity Wars, and we're just getting started on Gauntlet," and like that was all she said. But that was like people lost their shit. They're like, "What? Like you just finished what? And you just starting on what?"
Yeah.
And that answers it. Because that might be like, okay, here's the first movie, Infinity Wars. Second movie, Infinity Gauntlet. So it's a two-parter, right?
Yeah.
But just like Josh Whedon said, it's two separate movies. So that could be it. So my theory is that we're not seeing Hawkeye or Ant-Man in this movie.
Because they'll be in another one.
But we see them on set because they'll be in the next one.
Maybe, yeah. Avengers Infinity War is structured as a standalone movie, 3/16/2008. Avengers Infinity War was originally titled Infinity War Part 2. So this movie, Infinity War, is the third Avengers movie. Mm-hmm. Forget about Civil War. This is the third one.
I know.
So Avengers 4 was originally Part 2. That's all changed now. Infinity War will not simply be an opening chapter. The new film is taking on quite a bit of a story-wise when it comes to the insanely beloved Infinity Gauntlet saga. But Infinity War director Joe Russo wants fans to know that this will not be two-parter cut in half scenario. In the way that all Marvel movies sit as a standalone, this one stands alone, Russo says. You know there's an experiment in serialized storytelling, so it certainly adds a correlation to the Avengers story, but it's written in a way that all the Marvel movies have correlation to each other. One thing that was set out from the beginning and said that we wanted to do from the beginning was that we'd been disappointed about times we've sat in part 1 of part 2 films, and it feels like they just took out a pair of scissors and cut the movie in half. The first film isn't really structured in a way where there's a beginning, middle, and end. It feels more set up like a first act and a half of a second act for the second movie.
Okay.
So let's just pretend it's a play that has 4 parts. Mm-hmm. This one's 1 and 2, but they all apart in a play still ends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's still going to be
a carryover,
and then there will be more movie.
Certain aspects of the story and characters will carry over from one film to the next, like the Infinity Stones, for instance. Infinity War won't feel like a prelude. Avengers 3 has a beginning, middle, and very definitive end, and Avengers War does the same, Russo said. Of course, there will be elements that carry over, elements of the Avengers story carry over, but I think you'll have a complete emotional experience in each film. He's not joking about ending part either. Kevin Feige's stressed was a focus for the next 2 Avengers films. How long is what?
The article.
Oh, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I was just trying to figure out facts. Okay. I was trying to figure out if they really filmed them both. I don't see them filming both.
That they did. That's what the fuck she said. I bet if you Google Infinity Gauntlet or something like that, or next Infinity film.
I did. I Googled Infinity War 2.
Okay. Well, nevertheless, I don't know, because all the articles are for sure going to be about this is just part 1.
Yeah.
But I promise you, it's on record. I'll find the video or something, show it to you later. But she went on to say like something, but we're just getting started on Gauntlet, or we just wrapped Gauntlet.
I was talking about that someone at work. Like, what? Is this movie gonna begin and end? Like this is like the culmination of 10 years. I don't feel like it should take one movie. I'm not mad at it taking 2 movies, but I'm also happy that has a beginning, middle, and end.
It fucking drops next year, man. But if it's gonna be another 4 years to the next Avengers fucking movie.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to come out next year.
Today, like, you know.
Yeah.
So if it's this May and next May, I guess.
I think it's supposed to come out next year. I don't know.
Honestly, I get sick of it. I get sick of that shit.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait, you get sick of what?
I mean, I guess he just said, but I don't like the middle of the movie.
The second movie should not come out 4 years from now. It definitely has to come out next year.
No, I know. I'm saying I'm sick of if it's cut in the middle, like Twilight.
Oh, well, that's what he's saying. He won't.
Okay, and that's something I hope they fucking don't. And obviously, he said that they won't, but that would piss me off. That shit sucks. But for sure, it's gonna be the best movie ever fucking made.
Oh, 100%. Avengers 4. Trying to see what the release date is, but I don't see it. It says initial release date May 3rd, 2019.
Okay.
So I feel like they're gonna fucking Thanos is gonna get a lot of the stones. I don't know if he's gonna get all the stones. Maybe he'll the second movie will have him finishing getting the stones. I don't know.
And then there's really no movies between that and this, at least not to my knowledge. Yeah, except Ant-Man. There's not. I mean, unless Spider-Man: Homecoming 2 is coming out sometime early next year.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man: Homecoming feels like a fucking summer movie because that's just.
Yeah, I think it's a little slow this year for
Marvel.
Got
movies.
Black Panther,
We'll just
Infinity
have Black
War,
Panther dropped, Infinity Wars, and then it'll have Ant-Man,
and Deadpool 2, Venom.
Okay.
So as far as the MCU goes, it's just Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a long wait, man.
Yeah.
July to May with nothing in between. Last year we had what?
Last year we had
Thor, Spider-Man, Thor.
That was it.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I think
there was Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2.
Yeah.
Was last year as well.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Homecoming, Thor. And Thor came out so late in November.
These all very well spread out.
Yeah.
It's like every 4 months.
Yeah.
So this, we have 2 movies that are going to be kind of coming out back to back.
Yeah.
And then...
So I believe him when he says that they're going to be split as 2 separate entities.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that, it will have an end. But just because it has an end doesn't mean that, he has to die or he has to, destroy the world. It can end in a certain way and, he said, continue part of a play later. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting to see where the fuck the Soul Stone comes from. So... There's 3 sets that we see in the trailer. We see New York, we see Wakanda, and we see what looks to be Titan. So, I don't know where else they could even go. If they're fighting in New York, and they chase him off Earth, and then they're fighting in Wakanda, because maybe he went to go find the Soul Stone in Wakanda, or maybe that's where a Vision is, so he went to Wakanda to get that stone, but then they go to Titan and chase him back there. A whole nother movie where? I don't know where they could have a whole nother movie at.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
It's pretty godly.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited.
Yeah, but fucking Cap.
Yeah. So what are you most excited for then?
The growth of Iron Man and Thor, I say. Or not Iron Man, Thor. I apologize. Spider-Man and Thor. For sure. Put both your legs on the
My bad, man. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Trying to adjust.
I know, man. Fucking up.
The growth of Spider-Man and Thor. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I like seeing him become the badass that we know he can and should and will eventually become.
Yeah.
So seeing him grow and so yeah, the growth of Spider-Man, Thor becoming the god he's gonna be, and then I mean, from what we've theorized, before the show and off camera, sort of the passing of the torch between Iron Man and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And that's why we see that final clip of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange talking.
Yeah. Because
up to this point, Iron Man has been his mentor.
Spider-Man's mentor, yeah.
Yeah. But if he dies, which is possible, that's why they show the passing of the torch between who's going to be running shit and who's going to be Peter's mentor going forward.
Yeah.
Going forward. I'm excited to see.
I'm excited to see that too. So I'm most excited to see Cap because I fucking love Captain America. I'm excited to see Doctor Strange's role. I'm really excited to see that. If these 2 movies are as connected as we thought, with characters carrying over, I'm interested to see, like you said, the transition between the old guys and the new guys. We were talking about how I feel like Doctor Strange is such a strong character, and Cumberbatch does such a good job of that character that I feel like he can be the next phase's Iron Man or Thor, or Captain, someone to lead them. So I'm looking for Cap to direct some people, but I'm also looking for Doctor Strange to tell some people what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to see if Iron Man ask Doctor Strange what the fuck we should do. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, the next frontier is definitely.
I also saw a rumor about if somebody does die in the second movie, what if they try and use the Time Stone to go back in time to revive them?
Or the Soul Stone.
Yeah. Or the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
So for sure for me, it's Captain, and I want to see the Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange, and I'm really excited to see Thanos, man. I mean, we haven't even talked about how godly he's been because we're just so focused on the Avengers because that's who we've been watching for the last 10 years. But Thanos is all over this trailer. He's gonna be all over this movie. movie, you see that flashback where he takes Gamora from her fucking family,
yeah,
and destroys that entire race.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking badass in that armor.
He does.
It's gonna be so
and
good.
the importance that she'll play in the movie going forward too, and like the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, obviously, I don't know if they're. I hope they're not just in there
and
for like comic.
I don't even know. Could be potential spoilers. I don't even know if we should talk about it.
What?
People who might die, Gamora.
Oh, really?
In order to use the Soul Stone, I think it's the Soul Stone. In order to harness this power, you need to kill somebody you love. That's that's Thanos' favorite daughter. If he was ever gonna love somebody, it'd be her.
Oh shit!
Watch him get the stone and then have to kill her for it.
Where the fuck did you read that?
This is stuff. This is stuff.
Damn.
I mean, there's Easter eggs. There are Easter eggs movies, and it says potential spoilers, and I was like, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
And so that was one of the things that in order to use the Soul Stone, you have to kill. I'm pretty sure it's the Soul Stone. That's the only one that has to do with love.
The fuck would you want to kill
the Mind Stone, the Space Stone,
the Soul Stone to what? Like bring back somebody else you love? Like
I don't know. Just to harness his power, you got to kill somebody.
Damn,
somebody
dude,
you love.
Crazy, but yeah, like
that'd be insane.
She's definitely gonna play a big part in it. I feel obviously because she's Thanos' daughter.
Yeah,
you know, but like
could also kill his other daughter, the blue robotic daughter, but he hates her and tortures her.
Yeah.
So like, I don't see how that would work. It's definitely got to be Gamora.
Yeah.
That would be insane, and that would be pretty touchy because she's been in 2 movies. You know, she's a big part of Star-Lord's life. You know, that whole love thing going on, and she's just a badass. So that would be insane if she died.
That would suck ass for Star-Lord, especially after fucking.
Yeah, but you gotta carry.
Mary Poppins died or whatever. What's his name? Yondu. Yondu died at the end of the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Horrible. His dad comes back and he dies. His mom dies, and then the girl he loves fucking dies.
Yeah.
Shitting on Star-Lord's life a little bit there.
Spoilers, guys. I said it.
He said I said it. But yeah, that fucking, and then just where we see some conclusion, man. Again, like bringing this up for the fucking 18th time, but some sort of conclusion to some of these storylines. Like I fucking love Iron Man, I love Cap, I love Thor, I love the first run of Avengers, but just the passing of the torch is very exciting. To see, you know, the next line of people, the next line of heroes that we're gonna have movies of.
Doctor Strange, Black Panther, hopefully Spider-Man if Sony agrees.
Winter Soldier.
I don't think Winter Soldier's gonna play that. I don't know. He might. In the comics,
he signed a huge deal.
Did he? Okay, yeah. I didn't know that. So we don't talk about these things.
And he only had like.
Well, let's watch. Let's see if he becomes the fucking Captain America.
That's what I'm saying. So
that'd be godly.
Chris Evans' deal.
Do you think that actor can hold that down? Do you think he can be that big part of a part?
I feel like
I don't think he's been allowed to even show us that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's room for him in this movie to show us that either.
I like him in The Martian. He's that side character.
He plays a very small role.
I know, but I like him as.
I like him too. Sebastian's a god.
Talking,
he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's had the room to show if he can even be that type of leader to be Captain America.
Yeah.
He obviously is in the comic books, but in movies,
it's like Falcon Part 2. You know, just exactly. Cap's buddy here to serve.
But in movies, it translates different.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Falcon could be a good Captain America on screen.
I like
funny.
Falcon going forward too.
Yeah. So it's fucking exciting.
He's got the former, like, I mean, I guess they both do, him and Winter Soldier, the former military training that will like allow them to be part of something bigger and allow them to go forward. But yeah, so hopefully Spider-Man, right? Doctor Strange, Black Panther. Thor is supposed to be signing up for more movies.
Ant-Man.
Who else we got? Winter Soldier, Vision, possibly. But just
more
like
Guardians of the Galaxy.
More Guardians of the Galaxy. They're not going away anytime soon. But just these new Avengers. You know, the days of Black Panther or Black Widow, Hawkeye, Thor, Cap, Iron Man, and Hulk are definitely coming to some sort of close. And although albeit sad, I'm excited to see the new chapter.
Yeah, I was gonna try and look this up, but I was like, nah.
What?
Trying to find the timeline for the movies to come out. Captain Marvel.
Oh shit, that's another
Captain Marvel. That's it says July 6, 2018.
Really?
That's not good.
They're not even done fucking filming. That can't be accurate.
That doesn't make sense. This has got to be old. Okay.
Yeah, but anyways,
Inhumans that died, right?
Yeah,
this is super old. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's wrong. But that movie is coming out.
Filming
Captain Marvel should have a huge part.
And she's super intergalactic and shit. So if she's not in this movie, that's another good potential spoiler. If we see her, Brie Larson, or in the following one, you know.
Yeah. So Phase 3, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel 2019. Untitled Avengers film 2019, and that's where I see it stop. Future films: Untitled Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
And then we know that they just signed up for Black Panther 2.
Yeah, and Black Panther 2. I was trying to think of like somebody else they're bringing in, but I don't think they've introduced them yet. I'm trying to think of other good Marvel.
I mean,
Fantastic Four.
If they get the Fantastic
If
Four,
they fucking do the Fantastic Four right, they can play a huge part in the future of this fucking shit. Dog.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so. And that's why, back to your point about like how long, when does this end? Never.
It will never
end. As
end.
they do it right, never.
Again, yeah. Okay, so
DC ending next year. Marvel forever.
DC ending next year, but there still has to be a conclusion. Is what I'm saying. There still has to be to the storyline of the OGs of the original Avengers. These guys.
I think it should be this.
Keep it all going. Yeah, but I just want a conclusion.
I think
there's
Thor
something
will have
beautiful about fucking Christian Bale saying like this is it. This is Batman 3. We signed up to do a trilogy. This is it.
Yeah.
They offered Christian Bale when they did the Batman movies to do the Justice League and to do what Ben Affleck is doing now.
Yeah.
Like millions of dollars. And he's like, no. Like part of the beauty of it, part of what makes it great is it has an end. You know, keeping shit going forever and ever and ever is how you fucking.
I think it should be these movies, man. If Thor continues, like we were talking yesterday off camera. If Thor is going to be a part of the future of these movies, that's fine. Because
that's
it
one
looks
character.
like the villains that they're going to be able to bring in to be as powerful and match up to Thanos. Because where do you go after Thanos? Is going to be space oriented, especially with Doctor Strange.
Silver Surfer.
Yep. And especially if they bring in the fucking Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So much space shit going on. You kind of need Thor to transition that.
Yeah.
Because you can't have an intergalactic fight without Thor showing up. That doesn't make sense, especially if he doesn't die.
An intergalactic gang.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know, man. I see Iron Man dying. I see Cap finally retiring, giving the shield, having a nice scene with either Bucky or Falcon or both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Or getting the shield back at some point.
I like their
dynamic.
Their dynamic.
They were funny. And,
like we see in Civil War.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why did I bring this up? Oh, yeah, your end. Hulk. I don't know if you can end the Hulk. Hulk is kind of a forever thing.
Hulk fucking dying.
Or Bruce Banner being done. Or wanting to, like, kill himself even though he can't die.
Or
he
finally
tried to kill himself.
rid of the Hulk thing.
Or maybe, like, having Tony help him get rid of it so he can be done. But to have, like, Avengers without Hulk. They're never going to have a Hulk standalone movie again. But to have him show up in a movie somewhere. Or maybe this is... They kind of, like, hinted at Planet Hulk. What if he finally finds Planet Hulk?
That's more intergalactic stuff. That could be all part of it.
Exactly.
And the good thing about that, I mean, although all of them are CGI, and it's not like any of them are really putting their shit through a lot of...
There's no wear and tear on this.
There's no wear and tear, but like Tony Stark, for example, he is getting older. Like Robert Downey Jr. is getting older, and Tony Stark is, although he's in a suit, he's still going through shit, right? He's still fucking up his body and falling from skies and stuff. With Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo can get as old as he wants. The Hulk is still
gonna be the Hulk,
you know, and he's still a CGI monster, and that doesn't really seem to have any effect on Bruce Banner or how he like lives or like operates. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like his physical being, it's like almost like two separate entities. So you could have the Hulk going forward for the next fucking 5 or 6 movies, and just have Mark Ruffalo show up and like do some bullshit.
Yep.
You know, but it's fucking exciting.
It is. It's fucking amazing, and I'm fucking excited.
But yeah, other than that, guys, that's where we'll wrap up the show for today. Hell of an episode. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let us know what you guys want to talk about next week. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and everything else. Other than that, it's pretty much been it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
This is the Kyle and Craig Show.
My name is Kyle.
My name is Daddy.
It never works, man. It just doesn't feel right. Anytime you say